representative of the faculty here, and I think I am the first faculty member you have probably seen. All of the faculty here at the University of California, Berkeley, we are all under 5 feet tall. Something that's not very well known. Actually, I do have a secret that I do want to share with you about the faculty. The faculty secret is something that we don't normally want undergraduates to know. In fact, I'm going to tell it to you, but please promise me you will not let any other faculty member know that I shared it with you, all right? All right. Well, we like to think that the reason University of California, Berkeley graduates, once you graduate from this institution, become so successful, get Nobel Prizes, become leaders of their communities, leaders of their nations, leaders of the world, become so successful in so many dimensions, in so many ways, we want you to think it's because of what we teach you when you're here. But it's not. The secret, are you ready? The secret is that we select you so carefully, so that you are already likely to become so successful. You are already likely to become leaders, and then we put you all together in the same class so you can learn from each other. You rub up against each other, you find out more things, you learn more, you emulate each other, and after 4 years, you are ready to be a success and a leader in society, even if you had not taken a single course from us. But we take credit for everything you subsequently do. Do you understand that principle? Why do faculty members come to the University of California, Berkeley? Well, I'll tell you. For example, I used to teach, before I came here, I used to teach at a pretty good school. It's at the Charles River in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Its colors are crimson and white. It's okay. It's a good school, but I came here. The reason was similar to the reason that so many other faculty members came here, because this, and by the way, it's not because of the climate. And, Mr. Chancellor, it's not because of the pay. We came here because this is the best public university in the world. And why is it? What makes a great public university? What is it? What is the essence of a great public university, the greatest public university in the world? Well, the essence is this is an extraordinary learning community. And this has a learning community with extraordinary diversity. It is not just racial and ethnic diversity. It's not just diversity in all of the normal aspects. It's also economic diversity. You have so much, because of that diversity, you have so much to learn from one another. This community. And I love teaching you, because you actually end up teaching me. Your diversity of views, your diversity of backgrounds is one of your great strengths. I urge you, in terms of your learning, in terms of this community, to go out of your way to find people who are different, to find people who disagree with you, to find people who will challenge your assumptions, to find people among you who push you outside your comfort zone, because that is how you are going to learn. Now let me also say something else. On the cards that you have today, I want you to take a look at those cards. Not now, I'm talking to you. But afterwards, take a look at those cards, because they summarize what we believe are the key ingredients of living and thriving in a diverse community. They have to do with respect for one another. They have to do with caring about and for one another. Some of your compatriots, some of the people in your dorms, some of the people you know, they may need help And it is your responsibility and obligation as a member of this community to make sure they get the help they need. Another aspect of community, because of tolerance, because of the capacity of learning here, is tolerance itself. We respect each other. Now that doesn't mean allowing everybody to do anything. It doesn't mean license, but it does mean tolerance in terms of openness. A final aspect of community that is very important is just this. Some of you are going to find your courses here and your time here easier than others. Some of you are just naturals. You already think strategically. You are already planners. I mean, some of you got here, you actually sat in the shade. Now, some of you are sort of careless. You got here late. You got here. You're up there. You're in the sun. You can't even see anything. You're hot. You're miserable.
Not that.
But let me say, wherever you have sat, you are all winners. You are all going to succeed here. Many of you right now may be a little bit anxious about that. Some of you may think of yourselves as frauds. I'm going to fail. I know I'm going to fail. I worry about failing. Do not worry. You are going to succeed. The question is, how much? How much you're going to learn. How much you're going to challenge yourself. How much you are going to help others here. My first experience at Berkeley was in 1968. I was driving up University Avenue. I was a teaching assistant. I had just been hired as a teaching assistant, and I was in a little beat-up Volkswagen, and I drove up University Avenue, and I was immediately struck by the aroma. You know, this intoxicating blend of eucalyptus
herbs and spices
and marijuana and tear gas. I mean, mixed together, it was just, I thought I had arrived in nirvana. But I had attended, you see, as an undergraduate, I was just leaving, I'd attended a little university in upstate New Hampshire, Dartmouth College.
okay
Is there somebody here from Dartmouth College? No. Well, Dartmouth in those days, Dartmouth was all male, and the interstate highway system was not yet finished. And remember, it was northern New Hampshire. Dartmouth was like being in a monastery in Siberia. And I got to Berkeley, and I was just 1 year out of Dartmouth, and I can't tell you, it wasn't just the aroma, but the freedom. The freedom. I was no longer in a monastery in Siberia. You are going to have more freedom now than most of you have had in your lifetimes. With freedom, obviously, also comes certain responsibilities. Nobody is going to tell you when to get up. Nobody's going to tell you when to go to bed. Nobody's going to tell you when to eat, or what to eat, or whether to eat. Nobody's going to tell you when to stop eating. One of the great aspects of your university experience is going to be to learn how to use your freedom and make the most of your freedom and take responsibility for your freedom. You will have a wonderful 4 years, or 5 years, or more. This will be, and I'm sure it will be, and I wish for all of you that it will be, the best learning experience of your lives. Thank you, and God bless.